They finally did it. They finally addressed the fucking elephant in the room. Okay? And that was, what the fuck is Kale? What was she all this time? What's this brolic, beefy-ass, no-eyeball lunatic who's shooting energy balls out of her nipples doing? Like, who is she? What is this? They addressed it. They finally talked about what she is. And that's the fact that she is the legendary Super Saiyan. It is now official. You can now document it as canon. Kale is the legendary Super Saiyan. Now, what that tells me is what we all knew. Is that Kale was the attempt to make BROLY canon, just in Akira's light. And I don't care, that's fine. It's just that now I'm a little confused. I'm confused because I don't know who the fuck BROLY is now. Like, what is he? I thought I knew him all these years. Two theories. Theory number one, BROLY is no longer the legendary Super Saiyan. Okay? Not my perfect world, but yeah, BROLY's no longer the legendary Super Saiyan. And this could pertain to what Akira said about BROLY being his own character. He's more fascinating and different. And this could also pertain to BROLY's involvement with Frieza and the Saiyans. Maybe he's a completely different Saiyan who's supernatural in his own right, in his own way, somehow. I have no idea how. Theory number two, I'm cashing in on this one personally. BROLY is the first legendary Super Saiyan. The first one. Ever. The first of many, maybe a few legendary Super Saiyans every 1,000 years, but he is the very first one who happened to live for thousands of years. Who the hell knows? But yeah, the first one. That one would make sense too, because he, there's indicators from the trailer as well that he has the qualities of a legendary Super Saiyan as well, such as he keeps getting stronger. He's got the green aura, the green hair, no fucking pupils, so that one is more believable to me. That one I feel like it is the case. He's the first legendary Super Saiyan. Akira wanted to bring light the fact of a legendary Super Saiyan before bringing BROLY in, but then again, BROLY was improvised from his publisher, so it's not like he had BROLY planned. So now he's gonna have to come up with an explanation on why, what BROLY is. Like he has to come up with an explanation on what BROLY is. Is he a legendary Super Saiyan? Is he not a legendary Super Saiyan? Then you have to now explain what's up with the green hair. Why does he keep getting stronger? What makes him different than the other Saiyans? Why can't he control his power? All this shit. But I'm pretty sure, to keep it simple, BROLY's just the very first legendary Super Saiyan. Period. Or the latest. It was really good. That's my favorite part probably of the manga, is because legendary Super Saiyan is now a canon thing. We can all celebrate now. Kiss our babies, it's real. So the manga in general, there are some things that some people didn't like. It's obvious on what we all kind of didn't like, but at the same time, I didn't mind it. To me, I didn't mind it because I know how Akira thinks now. Based off of his writing, based off of what I've seen, and based off of watching the series for, 10 plus years, this is how he works. People didn't like that Kale, essentially took out a penis and rammed 4 different universes with it. That's essentially what people are mad at. And you know what? You're all going to hate me for it, but I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it happened because, one, my personal opinion, didn't find anything interesting about any of those fucking universes. Except Universe 10's Obuni, I believe? Obune? That guy's a bad motherfucker. Alright, you see, like, in the anime and in the manga. Bad motherfucker. I don't care what anybody else says. Look at him! Look at him! Long live your John! Committing suicide against that beast. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He's awesome, man. I just wish he had a little bit more spotlight instead of just getting rammed by Kale. Aside from him, everybody else didn't really care about. Universe 2, I was glad those motherfuckers are gone. The beauty fighters can sing their way to hell for all I give a shit. 3, 4, yeah, this is all just crap. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Now, are you telling me that you are not glad that these fucking losers and this is gone? Maybe this is the big thing here. This was the big thing. This is fucking crazy. It took Golden Frieza, Blue Goku, 17, everybody at max power to deal with this guy, let alone eliminate him. And 17 had to almost sacrifice himself. That episode was badass, but let's be realistic. That was also kind of bullshit. Because when you see stuff like that, you're just like, okay, how in the fuck is Goku able to take on Jiren? How the fuck is Goku and Frieza supposed to take on Jiren? Jiren, Android 17, and Goku barely got out at the skim of their teeth against this motherfucker. So how are they even able to hold a candle to Jiren? Makes no fucking sense. You know, that episode was good, but that episode pissed me off. Despite it being good and pretty decent budget, didn't make any fucking sense to me. So this was fine. This, I'm glad she got rid of this motherfucker. I can't stand this guy. Fucking adopting, fucking stealing other people's moves from different Dragon Ball Z movies and fucking rivaling that of 5 of the best guys from the series. Get the fuck out of here. So, glad that happened. And to me, this was just the ultimate push to describe how powerful Kale really is. And that was well deserved. This is all something we thought she was going to get in terms of because she's the holy grail of power if she's a reincarnation of Broly. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're talking about the legendary Super Saiyan, now that you put a label on it, you can't fuck around anymore. And Akira knew that. So that's why she single-handedly buried 4 universes. Thankfully, they got rid of this whole silly lesbian complex between her and Califia. Like, I wasn't down with the whole obsession thing. I kind of hated the whole, I'm going to parody the whole Goku thing with Broly and just say Kabe instead. I wasn't down with any of that shit, guys. I'm sorry. It was bullshit. It sucked. They were just trying to be funny, and I didn't find it funny. Maybe a chuckle, but then it just became a thing where I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be serious, and it's just a fucking joke. I love Califia and Kale, don't get me wrong, but this whole thing where Kale was obsessed with Califia, and it was nonsense. They're fucking 8 years old. I don't want to fucking think about this type of shit. Leave me alone and get serious, all right? You're in a fight for this is the whole problem with the Tournament of Power in the series. Guys, we're in a fight for our lives here. Erased means you die. So get your shit together and stop worrying about Scissor and Califia later and focus on the objective, would you? We get to a point where Kale is out of control. She's losing her shit. She's PMSing all over the joint. She's beating the shit out of everything that moves. Vegeta is advertising. There's something about Vegeta that I love too. Just how calculative he is in this manga. I think it's just his manga form in general. He's just so calculative, and he's able to just observe and watch and know the answer. And that's something that Vegeta hasn't really shown in the series as much. Maybe against Jiren, but Vegeta is way more observative in this particular, you know, in the manga universe. He's way more observative. You know what, while I'm at it, while I'm on the subject of Vegeta, is that the fucking Spirit Sword? I'm just wondering. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Is that the Spirit Sword? Because when I saw that, I'm not gonna lie, I marked the fuck out. I thought that was the Spirit Sword. If that's the Spirit Sword, that'd be amazing. And if it is the Spirit Sword, it would make sense too, because Vegito does that. Everybody might have been like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. But I fucking marked out, because that's the fucking Spirit Sword, alright? Vegito gets it from him. Now you know. I'm hoping he just uses that shit in the series now, period. Like, that shit is so cool. And also, that's a way to make Vegeta branch out away from Goku as his own fighter, you know? So, I'm totally down with this. He pulled this one right out of his ass, but I'm happy he did. Basically, Kale is still losing it. This whole chapter, she's crazy. You see Kabe asking Vegeta for advice. And I love how so basically the Vegeta in the series, to me, is a lot more of a father figure to Kabe. They're close to the same in terms of how he treats Kabe, but in the manga, he's very brief, and then he lets him fend for himself, which he does in the anime, but he's a little too lovey-dovey in the anime. You know, talking about going to Planet Sadala, meeting King, talking about how he's going to save Universe 6 with his wish. Vegeta's just very brief, and then he tells Kabe to get lost in the manga. So, he's observing Kale, and Kale's getting her ass beat, getting mugged, essentially, gangbanged by fucking Universe 11. And basically, Vegeta told Kabe that Kale is just power. She's a brain-dead fighter. She's basically just rage, animosity, power, and explosions. That's all she is. She's just a big protein sack of fireworks. So basically, Vegeta gives him he puts his 2 cents in, and adios. Vamoose is out of there. Peace. Have fun. I'm not on your team. So Vegeta shamooses, and Kabe and Califia are left to solve the problem on their own. They quickly get into a discussion, and then right after, Califia bends over and like the Patara earrings fly out of her pocket. They, this is not totally different from, the anime. At the end of the day, they're just like, here's Patara earrings. And at the end of the day, Califia just had the Patara earrings. They added a little comedic twist, though, where she essentially stole the Patara earrings from the Supreme Kai next to Champa. Can't believe it. She G'd him. She G'd a god. Can you believe that shit? It's fucked up. She's going to hell for that. That's like equivalent to me robbing the Pope of his Zuchetto and then play soccer while wearing it. That's no bueno, Califia. Kabe's like, okay, we got a plan here. Give me the earring. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to attach this to Kale's ear. That crazy bitch is going to fuse with you, and we're going to save her. Sounds simple enough, right? Wrong. Dispo comes in. Jackie Chan kicks the shit out of Kabe. Basically tells him, hey, man, yeah, sorry. I need spotlight, and you ain't fucking going over there. We're kicking the shit out of her, and sorry, that's how it is. Kabe's like, alright, we gotta fight. Boom. Shit goes down. They start fighting. Dispo starts punching the shit out of him. He's got full control over this. And then Califia comes in, grabs Dispo, detains him. And then Kabe, all fucked up, decides to press on forward to save Kale. As he decides to press on, Universe 11 does this fucking bully push, as you can see from the corner, bottom right corner. He like just shoves the bitch right off the stage. It's fucking rude. And then she flies off. Kabe jumps off, leaps, sacrifices himself, and puts the earring on Kale. And, he's basically telling them, my faith is in you two. She puts it on, and then you know what happens after that. These two get together. Kale's corpse slides over to Califia. Califia just doesn't know what the fuck is going on. They fly into each other. Boom! And then there it is. There's the star of the show. So same thing applies. Beerus brought up that the earrings are illegal, and then, Zeno's just basically like, yeah, same thing as the series. Fuck you. It's legal. What do you know? I mean, at that moment, I would have been like, oh, really? I would have thrown fucking Supreme Kai's earrings at lightning speeds at Vegeta and Goku. And would have been like, suck it, King. This tournament's ours. I would say that Kefla's personality is very similar, if anything, spot on to the anime Kefla's, which is, she's very jumpy, very excited. She seems to have a decent amount of confidence to her in the manga, but I think that, that's the same amount of confidence that she had in the anime for the most part. Makes a lunge forward. Universe 11 has no fucking idea, clearly. And she knocks out one of the Universe 11 dudes straight out of the series. Like, he fucking flies directly out of the shit. You don't see him ever again. She just goes to town. She's kicking the shit out of all of Universe 11, obviously, with the exception of Jiren. This guy was all types of fucked up. And then in an instant, you see like fucking six dudes just on the bleacher seats near the clown, looking fucking depressed. She knocks Dispo in the face. She just beats the shit out of all of Universe 11. She's crazy. She's that strong. She's as strong as she was in the series, I would say. Well, I don't know yet, to be honest with you, after what's about to happen. So Goku asks Jiren, hey, what the fuck you doing, man? What type of friend are you? Team needs you. He's like, nah, it's unnecessary. I feel like Jiren's not an angry guy in the manga as opposed to how he was in the anime. It's just that he's very calm and he has no emotions. Like, he's on pause. He's very cold in terms of compassion for his friends. So his friends land on the floor, fucking losers, and he's just looking at him like, Christ, am I all that there is left? He looks at Kefla. Kefla's about to launch a blast, and, I don't know, she's signing her own death warrant if that's the case, trying to blast Jiren. But she can't control herself. She's just loaded with power. A blast comes directly at Jiren. Jiren's ready. And boom. The biggest surprise of this tournament so far for me. Gohan comes in and bitch slaps that blast right out of the direction. He basically tells Goku, continue your fight with Jiren. I'll handle this. And then, I'm not gonna lie, I got fucking hyped. She's just like, who the fuck are you? And he's just like, you know what? I'm saying just like you, but I'm born on Earth. That, to me, is a huge move. Huge. Because Gohan hasn't really had major spotlight. He had the thing with Piccolo, which was nice. I really enjoyed that. The bond with him and Piccolo and the episodes with them and the Namex. I thought it was great. But he never had like that solo one-on-one, all about me type of spotlight, really. And this goes back to my point that Akira only gives a shit about the Saiyans. It's literally just that. So now we're going to have a Gohan fight with Kefla, and that is going to be sick. It's going to be so good. Gohan's going to unleash everything. It's not going to be enough. Either someone's going to help Gohan, or Gohan's just going to fucking overcome a barrier in his strength. And who knows? We might see something in his transformation that we've never seen before. And I'm looking forward to it. Like, Gohan versus Kefla is a good match. It sounds fucking great. This is the first time I'm stumped with this tournament. It was very easy for me to just make hypotheses on what was going to go down. But it's like Gohan hasn't had a lot of room to mature his skills to the point where we've seen much from him. You know what I mean? He's a dad now. He's been fucking around, and now he's fighting Kefla, who's a mix of Kale, who just shat on 4 whole universes, Adam, and Califia. So this is going to be crazy. Gohan's going to get murdered, but I think that he has to overcome a barrier in his strength. There's definitely something we're missing here, and I'm calling a transformation. This chapter was great. Loved it. Like if you like, dislike if you have no thumbs, you know the deal, and yeah. Peace. Don't forget to like. Seriously.